CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to the NFL on CBS. It's a gorgeous 73-degree evening at Arrowhead for the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. The last two teams to win the Super Bowl will meet again. Hello, Fritz, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson, and Gene Steratore. Great to have you with us for this Monday night special. And we woke up, Tony, on Saturday morning, and we heard the news about Cam's positive test, and suddenly we had no idea what was going to happen. Was the game going to be Sunday? Well, they scratched that. Will it be Monday, Tuesday, week 17? Here we are. The game's going to be played. Week 4 will be intact. We might see a whole lot more of this as the season goes on.
You're exactly right. I think the NFL told us you got to be willing to adjust, right? The teams have to be, the owners, the players, the coaches, and you're seeing that play out right now. I'll tell you, this team, both of them, they're ready to go. They're antsy. It's an extra day, but the fact they're playing, they're excited. And I'll also tell you, we didn't even know what we were going to do this week. Like, honestly, Jim, it was like, do we go home? Do we stay? We're here. I know everyone wants to see this game.
Yeah, this is a big game when you look down the road at the playoff picture in the AFC. Brian Hoyer now gets the start with Cam on the COVID list, and he's most identified as a Patriot as his third stint at New England, but he's never started a game for the Patriots.
Wasn't that crazy when he said that to us? I mean, honestly, it was like, what? Oh, my gosh, he's right. But I do know this. Brian Hoyer knows this system. He's been around Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, for a long time. I think he knows how special the Patriots can be, situational football. He's ready to show everybody that he can play great football in this system.
On the other side, after another unblemished September, he's never thrown a pick. He's never lost a September game as a Chief. And here he is, the face of the league, Patrick Mahomes.
Did you just jinx him?
Hey, it's October.
All right, you got me. You got me. You're exactly right. Patrick Mahomes, superlatives don't do enough. This guy's the standard Super Bowl MVP. Unquestionably, possibly the best player in the league. You got to beat that guy. Who can do it, though, Jim? If there's one guy, who can? Who's the guy who can come up with a plan?
What a matchup this is. You got it. Belichick and Reed, we're ready. Back in a moment. Week 4 concludes with Monday Night Football tonight on ESPN at 9 p.m. Eastern. Should be a good one. The Falcons and the Packers from Lambeau Field. We've got fans here, some 16,000 tickets sold. That's the max. And let's go down right before kickoff to Tracy.
Jim, what a day it has been for the Patriots, and they haven't even kicked off yet. It started at 6 a.m. this morning when they got tested at the team hotel. Then at 9, 2 planes departed, one with those who had contact with Cam Newton, the other with the rest of the team. They arrived at 12:30 and went to the hotel for a meal and meetings, and then came to the stadium at around 3:30. We spoke with Brian Hoyer. We asked him about all the craziness, and he said, this is just 2020 in a nutshell.
That's so true. Just add another one to the list. Just a day trip it is. What a day trip, though, it turns out to be. With New England at 2-1, winning 2 games at home against Miami, and the Raiders losing on the road at Seattle. And again, Kansas City off to that 3-0 start, defeating Houston, the Chargers in overtime, and then an impressive win at Baltimore last Monday night. Just the 4th team ever, Kansas City, to play back-to-back Monday games.
This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
And at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd
on the ground. This is Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. As you get a look at Brian Hoyer, the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
KC's offense ready to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here.
Mahomes pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he goes out right around the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Hoyer on the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. again. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 47 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Out comes Brian Hoyer in the offense to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Hoyer's pass.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Jake Bailey in.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been real. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Brandon Copeland coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And some strong running. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
Offside. Defense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Offside. Defense.
Come on now.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Past the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now Bolden on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Sony Michel.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to look really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Forced out to his, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Patriots 35, Chiefs 7.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes firing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be second down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
Now it's Mahomes again, and he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11 yards on the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Patriots.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.